What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel. It's full-time reaction to Celtic 2, Hibs 0. We're in the semis. I've got Lee and Darren here with me to go through it. Lee, objective achieved. We're in the semis. We're going to HAMPDEN, a step closer to the treble. Would you make of that one today?
Well, it's all about just getting through in the cup, but I thought we controlled the game from start to finish today. Hibs didn't really offer too much. A couple of counter-attacks. I think we were a bit sloppy at times in the second half, just trying to kill the game off, but great goal to finish it off in the end. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the performance today. Thought we were good.
Darren, I thought we started well. I thought we had good intensity, both with and without the ball. Hibs keeper a couple of saves in the first half, maybe for distance, more so than anything clear-cut in the box, but I thought we started the game really well.
With a hell of a lot of corners, didn't we, in the first 10-15 minutes? And, you know, Hibs have got quite a big tall back four, so we're trying to get into the wide areas and we're getting corners at it, we're getting those wee half chances, but what we're missing is that, you know, that clear cut chance, and then eventually we just keep going through the wide areas. I think it was Jota puts the low ball across, all the defenders are kind of back the 6-yard box, just goes across and probably could do better, but force the keeper in and make a good save, and Maeda's there to score again. He's just keeps banging them in. I'm so impressed with him, keeps getting better. And kind of echo what Lee says, I expected a wee bit more for Hibs, obviously, especially being a cup tie, and they felt they really didn't have anything to lose. Restricted them to, I think it was one shot on target for the quick throw-in. Yeah. But a bit of credit to our defence as well, Trusty, Carter Vickers and Johnston. Sloop as well, brilliant, especially going forward, just linking up really well with Jota. He seems to be getting better every game, and you know, I'd like to see us look at trying to get him signed on a permanent. I know there's the whole Kieran Tierney thing and Greg Taylor contract, so I'm sure that will get resolved in the summer, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from him, and I don't really think that we had too many chances ourselves, but again, we've done enough getting the second goal at the end, and actually could have got a third goal Maeda going through, which would have put a wee bit of icing on it, but very happy with 2-0, especially against an informed Hibs team.
Yeah, I think Lee, in the second half, as it wears on, you just want the second goal to sort of close the game out. We get it through Ida. Again, interesting to see McGregor come off. Engels got into deeper position. Yang and McCowan come on. Again, we end up in a similar situation to the game at St Mirren last week. That manager obviously likes that. You obviously see something there in terms of giving McGregor a bit of a rest, but Engels going in a deeper position. McCowan, I thought, again, impacted the game well. Yeah.
Good energy again. I know we've talked about the subs every week when they come on, but just lifted us again. The crowd got us going again as well. I actually noticed in this first half they rotated Engels and McGregor, and Engels would sit and McGregor would go forward a bit. So yeah, interesting to hear maybe somebody asks him after. I don't think it's an injury with McGregor, maybe just looking at next week already and getting that week ahead. But Engels is so versatile. I just enjoyed his performance today. But Darren was talking about the first half, some of the interplay and the first touch football. We were getting out a lot quicker. Went at Hibs the other week, we struggled to get out.
Yeah.
I know it's a different game at home, but we managed to get out the corners and move the ball well. First half, we did drop off a little bit second half, but yeah, the subs coming on a bit. And I think you left it to 70 today, so a bit later. Maybe it's going from week to week now. We'll move up to that, but it's a squad game, and it's really important when they come on. And again, McCowan did himself some good favours for maybe next week getting in the squad again. But yeah, it was good second half.
He had another one actually just after the second goal, McCowan, where he cut in. He's a wee bit greedy. He tried to beat the keeper near post.
I don't think there was empty there really.
Dyson was raging at him. I don't know if it was on, but Dyson wasn't happy with him. Okay. Darren, I thought the game had an extra edge to it today. Talked about it before the game, the build up, the 7,000 away allocation for Hibs. I think in league games here, if they've brought 1,000 supporters or less, you won out a game 2-0 and Yanks kind of mundane, one of the mill, but the game had an extra edge all the way through, and I think that's good to see something different in it. We're not used to that volume of away supporters. I think it gave something to the game.
It kind of reminds me of back in the Old Firm days, and I used Old Firm on purpose, obviously back when they had that full. I think it's the exact same, you know, you've got like that split down the goal line and you've got the gap in between that. I always miss that, and you know, credit to them a wee bit, because we were all scratching our heads saying why they've been offered 7,000 tickets, but you know, I was looking over and I didn't see too many empty seats, so credit to that, and they were singing the whole game, and it kind of did make it feel like you want to win the game more because you want to shut them up as well. Felt like an actual proper football game, adding a cup tie onto that as well, sort of made it feel there as well, and I think it kind of brought the Celtic fans on their feet. Obviously you've got the Ultras fans who are singing and chanting the whole game, but it brought kind of an echo around the whole stadium of fans, you know, getting up for it. So I'm very happy with that. I'd like to see more of that. Obviously we've got our rivals coming here next week who are going to be getting a couple of thousand. You know, we'll talk about whether you want them to get the full 7,000, that's another debate, but I would like to see some more of that, especially in cup games when you know maybe Celtic are only going to sell 60,000 tickets, so why not fill those empty seats?
I think it definitely, you see the difference even in the Celtic, as you say, in the Celtic end. I think the whole stadium on our side is better as well, because we have to respond to the noise coming from the away end. I think it helps the game.
There was actually a moment where Hibs were singing a similar song to ours, and Celtic fans took over. So I did actually, it was kind of between a Scottish League game and a European game in the middle somewhere. I felt nervous at times when I was sitting with my daughter and I'm thinking, we just need that singing. I felt a bit on edge more than usual if you were winning 1-0 in a league game. But no, it was good to see you. With a normal league game, it will probably revert back to normal, but Hibs are on a good run and they probably came in with a bit more confidence. As Darren was saying, probably expected them to go for it a little bit more. They made a few switches.
They did bring a lot of subs on. They brought Ewan on, they brought Hoyle on, they brought Dwight Gale on, but
they didn't really look great much. Yeah, a couple of times they tried to flip when Sloop and Johnson were pushing forward, they countered a couple of times and got down the wings, but they just didn't have the quality to kind of make a difference, and probably they'll be disappointed, but I'm absolutely delighted. Just another game ticked off.
We could have got the second goal a bit earlier. Dyson goes in at the far post. Do you remember? He just slides in. He's a fraction late and it goes wide. Looked for all the world it was going to be 2-0. Sloop comes in off the left-hand side, has a right foot shot wide as well. The save for Maeda just in the last minute, as Darren mentioned as well. So on another day it could have been more comfortable.
I think it was a nice second goal as well. I mean, Maeda tucked it away well, but I think we probably had a couple of little chances in the first half, but it was just felt comfortable. We had the ball, we moved it well. I didn't feel like we were ever that much in danger, but you're just looking to be a bit more clinical in the final. Fair play to Hibs, they defended well.
There's always that wee risk in it in a cup game, last 15 minutes, and there's a goal in it, you know that they're going to have a go at some point. But I never really felt. Obviously, they did start piling forward the last 10 minutes, but you never felt like it was backs against the wall kind of thing, like Hibs getting corners or keep making saves.
Before we went on, that the defence was pretty strong, stood up today. Sloop was superb. Trusty looked a bit okay. Yeah, I'd say he was okay. I've still got my doubts about him.
Couple of battles up against Bibby, where he maybe got out muscle once or twice.
There was a couple of times Carter Vickers stepped out with the ball as well. I think one he ended up on the right line.
That's right.
And there was a short pass, and he just looked back thinking, oh God, but they covered well. But again, I thought Ali Johnson was... See the runs he gets in behind Kuhn every time he's up there. It's just superb. So yeah, we're looking strong for the week ahead.
They're a good pair, they too.
They're
really
good. I thought Carter Vickers was really good as well. Like, anytime Hibs did come forward, he was there to mop it up. His positioning always brilliant as well. Won the first half where I think Boyles broke away down the left hand side and he's got a switch onto the far side, and Carter Vickers in the right position and accepts the pass. Like, really good all afternoon. Done. Dyson Maeda gets another goal. He gets another Man of the Match award. Absolutely no stopping him.
Aye, well, he's. I think at the start of the season we were all banking on Kuhn to be player of the season, but Maeda's catching him up a wee bit. I don't know his stats, but I know he's into 20 odd goals. I think he's pushing 30 now. 26, pushing 30. That's if you told me that in August, I would have asked you to get your head a check, to be honest. But he's just he's doing the basics right. He's tucking away his chances, which a couple of seasons ago you would get at him. He's just and obviously playing him through the middle. Again, you've just got that complete conundrum with him and Ida. It looks like Rodgers has already decided who his favourite is. He's playing Maeda in big games. He played them in Munich through the middle starting. He's probably going to play him starting next week. It's a bit unfair on Ida, but that's the reality when you play at Celtic. If someone else is tucking the goals away, you're going to be demoted to the bench. And I think Maeda will keep it up this season. I think he will be player this season. Constantly man of the matches. He's got his own chant now. They're playing it over the tannoy, and the fans take over and go to Maeda. I think that's really good. It gets a bit of engagement for the crowd. I heard it as I was walking out as well. Really like it.
Everything else he
deserves it.
I think he did a great finish when he tucked it away nicely. Maeda just gives you so much more than Ida, I think, and that's what he's seen now through the middle. He does. It's
his pressing for me. Sometimes when he does pressing, it's as if he's just going through the motions. He's a big stocky guy. He
doesn't come naturally.
He's not got the pace. It's just not the type of role that he should be doing, and he's not comfortable doing.
There's no doubt in my mind, and I think probably everybody else sees that Dyson's going to start through the middle next week, because that's the setup that we look best in. I said it before the game today. It's clear in the last few weeks that when Dyson has been through the middle, we've looked a better team.
And then he's got the option of making the sub, and then he'll push him out to the wing, and we've still got him, and he'll still go again in the last 20. So no, he's just turned the second half of the season.
I like the dynamic now when obviously Jan came on. I think it was he came on for Jota and he went on to the left, and then you seen Kuhn, he went off for Jota come on, and then all three of them switched. It must be a nightmare for defenders, because there must be instructions for the manager. Okay, you're picking up this player, this is his strengths and weaknesses, and then 60 minutes, 70 minutes, switch, complete change, and then you don't know what you're going to be up against.
Full house for Dyson, man of the match.
Aye.
Other contenders, a few.
Got to give Schrupp a wee mention. I feel like it was a 7 out of 10 from everyone. No one was stuck out above the rest. But Maeda, just for his goal and his overall play and the chant, I'll give him it for the chant as well.
Dyson?
No, I'm not going to pick Dyson. I think Darren's right. Everyone was probably at a 7 or 8, 7.5. So nobody was stood up. But I'm going to go with who enjoyed the performance, and I enjoyed Engels today. Just enjoyed his pass and his touch. He's sharp. He's looking good. He's coming strong at a good time. So I'm going to give it to Engels.
Yeah. There you go. That's it for Full Time Reaction. Like the video. Give us your own thoughts on the game below, and we'll see you during the week for the build-up to the derby. Thank you.